welcome back to Crick Zenify. What a day of test match we have seen yesterday. Everybody were under an impression what will happen to Team India's batting order in the absence of the two greats, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Why we are still talking about those two legends? Yes, we need to talk about them at each and every single test match because if India batting performance would have been gone down, everybody would have started saying like, see, Roko nahi hai, and then the performance have started falling down. There is no experience, and all those stuffs will actually come into picture. And if India is batting well, see, without in the absence of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, these youngsters have batted really, really beautiful. There are two faces of the coins. Like we have to talk about both the sides as well. Along with me, I have our own statistician Arunish Bhai. Along with me, Arunish Bhai. First of all, पहला दिन का पहला सेशन कैसा था?
Yeah, first of all, talking about this esteem series, ये तो मतलब first day का first session was all about the patience and technique that was on display. First of all, in England with the Duke's ball, it is often said that there is a lacquer on the ball, and it takes some overs to properly get the ball to swing. So England tried their best to induce an edge from both the Indian batters, but Indian batters showed tremendous display of technique and patience because जो भी ball outside off stump fuller length पे भी थी, Jaiswal and Rahul both left it pretty well, and they even attacked as well when the ball was in their area. They just attacked. They played some sumptuous cover drives, as we saw Rahul with the full face of the bat and full proper textbook shots that we have seen from Rahul in the past as well. So it was a tremendous display, and with Jaiswal as well. Jaiswal was a bit like he was struggling a bit initially, but he countered it well. That's what Test cricket is all about, that we have seen, and it was a beautiful like display out there in the first hour as well because they showed both the attack as well as defense game that we have seen that we like in Test cricket, and that's what they displayed. And after 1 hour or like 1.5 hour, when the ball became a bit soft, they played to their capacity and they increased the run rate as well. Like in the first session of a day in England, when you get 92 runs, yes, they lost 2 wickets at the end of the session, but it was a tremendous session of cricket because uh, even though it was a shared session, as we've seen from the pie chart of the session pie, but I would give it to India because of the amount of patience that both the openers showed, the technique and the amount of skill that they showed. So it was a tremendous hour.
Exactly. I mean, both the batsmen, especially like Yashasvi Jaiswal, no words about this particular young lad, the way he has been performing over the years, especially like you go to West Indies, he has performed there. You go to Australia, he has given you runs with his bat, and now he's doing the same thing and repeating the same thing in England as well. With all these things considering, there is an experienced campaigner in the likes of KL Rahul who has been supporting really, really well, but unfortunate dismissal of Sai Sudarshan on his debut. We all predicted that, I mean, like somewhere we all predicted that there might be a hope for Sai Sudarshan as well. But nevertheless, trust is very much important at this point of time. And we have the trust, all the Indian fans having the trust for Sai Sudarshan, getting that player at number three. And I'm sure we have plenty of innings left from this particular young lad. And now, to talk about the English bowling also, okay, we should not forget the way they have been executing the things. Chris Oakes being expensive as well again. The only two players who has been in the column of wickets is one Ben Stokes and one is Bryden Cars. Now, the first wicket definitely came in the likes of KL Rahul. The way he has been bowled, it's truly amazing. Just wide of the line, Cars found it a little bit of away movement, late movement from the pitch, and then slight edge, and KL Rahul has to make his walk back as well. And then up after that, it was, as you rightly mentioned, right at the nick of the end of the first session, we had to lose the wicket of Sai Sudarshan. And yeah, there are certain comments saying like India has to give that particular session, and we all know how exactly the things are. Like if two wickets have fallen or more wickets have been fallen in that particular session, definitely they would have given it to both the teams that they have performed really, really well as per the test match goes into the picture. Now, in the second session as well, once Yashasvi Jaiswal started his rhythm along with the captain, Shubman Gill, what a partnership, a left-right combination again, smacking all the bowlers. No chance for English bowlers to come again. Your thoughts on it, Arunesh bhai?
Well, the duo of Jaiswal and Gill reminded me of Rohit and Virat, obviously, for obvious reasons, because one is an opener and one is a number four batter. And here also, we have seen in this new year era that both the batters were taking it on and playing the aggressive brand of cricket when the ball got softer in the second session. They capitalized well, and it was Shubman Gill's first inning as a captain and at number four position. So I believe with this knock, he has silenced many of his critics who were doubting him for not playing that well in Test match cricket overseas. But yesterday he showed a tremendous amount of skill that he has, and the amount of drive that he played, like stepping out of the pitch and hitting pacers for boundaries in the region of long off and long on. The drives that he played reminded me of Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar both combined. So he was brilliant. He was playing a brilliant innings at that point of time, and we should not forget what Jaiswal has done till now. He has scored a century in the first innings of his career in West Indies on a slowish and sluggish surface, showing the amount of patience that he has. He played 387 balls in that particular innings. That shows you the amount of patience that this guy has in the era of modern day hitting. And we have also seen
First of all, welcome back to Creek Verify, Anirudh. And how are you?
Yeah, bro, I'm doing good actually.
Very good boy. And yes, Anirudh, we have done with a couple of sessions in the morning, and we were actually talking about the English bowling lineup. We talk about the inexperience they have in their lineup. The only experienced campaigners are Ben Stokes and Chris Oakes. Okay, so we are not able to see a proper lineup. And will it cost England this particular test match as you're looking right now?
Actually, now by the looks of it, India are looking in a good position. But given the Headingley conditions, even the England batters will also back themselves to score big runs because we have seen in Ashes 2019 at this venue, England chased down 350 plus. So still India has got work to do. They need to push towards 400 plus, or even if India can score above 500, then maybe they can think of declaring also. So I think that should be the next aim. So still we never know actually because yesterday the pitch was assisting the batters, but if the pitch changes today, then maybe it can assist their bowlers and maybe they can pick up a few wickets.
Okay.
Because yesterday also, if you see, like Braden Cars was bowling well, but I think later on the pitch assisted the batters. It didn't assist the bowlers, and I think that is why the England bowlers were not able to. They were not getting any assistance. That is why Indian batters found it easy.
Mhm.
Now, as Indians, we would hope that the pitch stays the same way today, so that we can push towards 500. But they will be hoping that if the pitch changes, if it assists their bowlers, means their bowlers can start picking up wickets, and you never know. Maybe they can even affect a collapse in the Indian team.
Exactly. I mean, you have rightly mentioned about the pitch and the overcast conditions what England summer can actually bring in. If you have a beautiful sunshine coming and falling onto the ground and the pitch, the ball definitely comes onto the bat and it makes a pretty easy for the batsman to score a quick runs, especially in a venue like Headingley as well. But if there are any overcast conditions, if the clouds come into the play, definitely a difficult task for any of the batting team to secure their wickets. The ball starts moving either way. There will be a good amount of bounce where it will make the batsman difficult to play, and the slip fielders and the wicket keeper will definitely come into the picture and into the act as well. So there, as you rightly mentioned, there are lots of chances for both the teams to capitalize and get quick wickets at the start of the day two. But let's talk about the final session as well. Uh, Anirudh bhai, I just wanted to understand from you, is Rishabh Pant thinking to accelerate the way he has been playing in T20 a few days back in the major tournament of Indian Premier League, and the way he has transitioned himself as a genuine red ball player, the way he counterattacks Ben Stokes, not only Ben Stokes, each and every English bowler. What your thoughts on him?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, like Rishabh Pant has been the best batter for India away from home. If we say I think he is the only Indian wicketkeeper batter. He has scored 100 in every Sena countries. Of course, I don't think he got a chance to play in New Zealand. If now I think in this WTC cycle, India will be playing against New Zealand. So maybe there he can score 100 in New Zealand also and complete that. But he has scored a century in South Africa. He has scored a century in Australia. He scored two centuries in England in Test matches. So definitely Rishabh Pant is the best player, best wicket keeper for India in Test match cricket, particularly in overseas conditions. So it is not a surprise that he is performing like this. And definitely Rishabh Pant in Test match cricket is much better than Rishabh Pant in T20s. So the thing that he scored a century in that last match, which LSG played against RCB, might have given him more confidence for this test series. And now I think the retirement of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli is turning out to be a blessing in disguise for the Indian test team, because now we are having all fresh players, uh, fresh blood. They are all doing well. And this looks like a good positive sign for the Indian test team.
By saying this, are you not getting into a controversy that you're from the fans?
Well, but we have to look at the future also, isn't it? Now, don't you think the future of
I'm,
Indian
I'm
cricket
just
is
asking.
looking?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, you have rightly mentioned it's definitely going to be a blessing in disguise because we have to see young blood coming into this particular game and give us that hopes for the next younger generation as well. Now, what is lying ahead for day two, Arunish Bhai? India currently they are in a well-balanced position, scoring 359 in for loss of three wickets, and you have a 90 overs of full quota. And what can India do at this point of time?
Yeah, looking ahead at day two, it's all positive signs for the Indian team as we have two overnight batters who have stitched a partnership of more than 100 runs and they are still in at the crease. So it's looking ominous for England right now, from England perspective, if we have to think. But from an Indian perspective, there is a lot of good news ahead because Karun Nair is Nair is hungry for runs right now because he is returning in the Indian Test team after a gap of 9 years, and he has been performing really, really well because he scored a double ton recently. People often forget what kind of skill that he has. So it's looking positive for Indian team, and we have the best all rounder in the world in our ranks. Yeah, in Ravindra Jadeja. And we have Shardul Thakur as well, who scored a ton in the practice game as well. So we have a lot of batting left right now, and we don't have to forget Rishabh Pant what he can do after he gets set. So he can play a big knock as well, and he loves playing in England, mind you, because last time when he played in England, the Test match, he scored 146 of 111 balls. So he is striking well because we have seen in the how in the last over he charged down to Chris Wokes, not thinking about his dismissal. He just plays the way he is, and that's that's a great news for India. And as far as England is concerned, I wanted to talk about Ben Stokes. How Ben Stokes was making the ball talk, even in these conditions, which were flat for him. Like he was literally bowling it from round the wicket. The dismissal of Yashasvi Jaiswal that I was talking about, he just pitched in the ball, angled it in, and then got it to straighten from the seam. That would have gotten many of the class batters out. So kudos to Ben Stokes for picking a nagging line in length, even on this track. And I was talking about the bounce that here in Leeds. As we have seen from the statistics as well, Leeds is one of those grounds of England which produces highest amount of bounce, and it is a bit similar to the Australian wickets because it is hard and the ball carries here. Like we have seen the dismissal of Rahul as well. The ball just flew to Joe Root. In the last week at Lords, when South Africa played against Australia, the bounce was pretty much low and slips had to come forward to take the catches. So we have seen that amount of difference that in pattern that we have on England, different kinds of England wickets. And Headingley is one wicket that produces lots of bounce, and with bounce, lots of runs also come. And as we have seen, 359 runs in a day in England. That speaks a lot. So we can see the amount of run scoring today as well, the same amount of run scoring, and today it will be more easier to bat. And as produced from the pitch report as well from the experts, that this pitch will definitely get better for batting. That's why it was predicted that the team winning the toss will bowl first, and that's what it did. So it will be all down to bowlers how they can pick 20 wickets on this surface.
Okay, I mean, that was an explanation to be heard enough. Yes, now Anirudh, I'll come to you for my next question is that from here, what would be the India's target to score 500 plus or 600 plus?
Definitely, for now, the target should be 500 plus. If and then we should see whether how many wickets we are losing by the time we reach 500. Then only we can see whether we can push towards 600. Because now, for now, we have lost three
Hey,
wickets.
be a
But
little bit positive, da. Indian team players are batting really well.
yeah, batting well. But if we are 500 for three means definitely we can push towards 600 plus. So it
If you're
all boils
500
down
for
to
three, another 140 more runs to require. Okay, so if both the batsmen, Shubman Gill getting his first double ton, and Rishabh Pant also getting his ton. Okay, so what will happen to the team dynamics? Captain leading from the front. I mean, like you have all the positives, you have all the check boxes ticked in, especially when it comes to the batting lineup, right? And
yeah,
you
yeah.
have lots of other batting order which is been awaiting. We have an hungry Karun Nair. We have an hungry Ravindra Jadeja. He's also waiting. We know he can swing his bat as well. When the ball gets little bit harder and harder and harder, it makes the bowlers really really difficult.
Yeah, and Shardul Thakur is also there.
Yeah.
So
So just think about all these things and like tell me like what should be the India score?
I think 620 to 630.
And India will go on to declare this particular innings.
Yeah, 620, 630 is enough. I think that'll be enough to win by an innings actually.
Win by an innings. Pretty quick call. Pretty quick call. Okay. Arunesh bhai, same question for you.
Yeah, I would back India to score 650 on
Hmm,
this wicket.
hmm.
Uh, but we have to be careful because we are making these predictions, but we have seen that many times when India goes overnight like this, collapse also happens sometimes in the early morning session. So the morning session again, 1 hour will be the key, first hour, and if India survive that first hour without losing more than one wicket, then I think it will be all India today again. And 650 would be the score that I think India should achieve on this kind of track. And after that, it's all about bowlers, how they can restrict England, because we have seen why England are making these kind of wickets is because of the kind of play that they are used to right now. They are playing baseball, and these kind of wickets support baseball. So they are confident, even they are even confident of chasing 350 plus in the fourth innings. That's why they have been picking these kind of tracks. And Ben Stokes is a very confident person. But mind you, he has the skill to produce a dismissal out of nowhere, as we have seen in the case of Sai Sudarshan. It was a dismissal out of nowhere because of the field setup and the pressure that he created. So we should be careful about that as well. So again, a feisty days is ahead of us.
Exactly. And
And
if
that
you
is
ask,
why and
yeah,
that is why I said by the time we reach 500, we need to see how many wickets we have lost. If we have not lost many wickets, means then we'll go above
I
600.
am not denying the fact what you told, Anirudh. I am like being positive enough, but not being overconfident. Okay. So because we definitely have a good batting lineup and we need to appreciate Ben Stokes as well. I'm not saying no, but first of all, to our viewers, like yesterday, we have one of our panelists have actually called Harry Brook as a captain of England ahead of Ben Stokes. So we apologize from each and every single member from Crick 5. Yes, I was talking about the Ben Stokes captaincy also. Like he's very good with the bat, he's very good with his thinking, and the way he actually delivers out of nowhere, like just like in wrestling, what they call like RKO out of nowhere. So just like the
Hmm.
Stokes things comes just like that. It comes out of nowhere and he does the things. And yesterday there was a funny incident even which has happened actually. Uh, that is like where like he balled a full length delivery. Rishabh Pant came down the track and aggressively hit right behind him. I mean, on top of him, towards the right of the standing umpire. Now, looking at this aggressive innings, like what England team have taught the world, what we call it as a baseball, going and striking each and every single ball. India are repeating the same thing for English batsmen as well, even though they might be having a confidence of like scoring 350 plus in the fourth innings, but with the kind of experience, with the kind of bowling lineup what India is having right now, Prasidh Krishna, Mohammad Siraj, Shardul Thakur, and not to forget Jasprit Bumrah. Okay, in the middle, you also have Ravindra Jadeja who can actually come and help you with your orthodox bowling of left arm. And mind you, you also have a part-time spinner which is in the lineup who can actually give you 1 or 2 overs if the fast bowlers are tired for you as well. Okay, so we should keep all these things in our mind. I'm not being overconfident on Team India, but I'm telling you the facts what Team India could actually achieve in this particular test match. And one from my side, what I'm thinking is like score what you have scored double by keeping the wickets in your hand, and then like play for complete a full day of 2 days, no matter what. Give them a target of over 700 to 720 plus as well, if it is possible. I'm saying I'm not being overconfident. I'm being too practical because we know the English batting lineup is also not so easy. I mean, if they start sticking onto the wicket, they stick too long and they will smash you the balls each and every single place.
Actually,
Yep,
Actually, one thing it is very important to set a target out of reach for the England batters because
definitely
in 2022, in that one-off test match, got postponed from 2021 to 2022. In
during
that
COVID.
one-off test match, England chased down 370 plus against India, the same
Correct.
bowling attack. India couldn't defend 370 plus. So
Exactly.
anything in that reach, England will back themselves. Very, very important to set 500, 600 plus target.
Exactly. That's what India should be looking after. That's why the first innings lead is very much important for Team India. And if they do it, and if the overcast conditions come into the play for tomorrow, definitely, mind you, I mean, like, uh, game on for both England and India. That's what I can say at this point of time. So that's all from us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in today's episode, and lots of hopes on both the teams as well. Let's have enjoy the beautiful game of cricket for today. And we will see you back again live tomorrow at the same time. Until next time, take care and see you all.